beautiful glam gals, thank you so much for joining me today. So today I am going to do a tutorial on the Spotlight Eye, or also called the Halo Eye. So this is a very simple technique. It doesn't include a cut crease or anything like that, so it's really easy. If you all have watched any of my other videos, you know that I like a bright inner corner. So whenever I found this look, like this look is new for me, but it's definitely not new for the makeup world. Like it's been around for years and years, but I just stumbled upon it and wanted to give it a try because, you know, we are in day like 973 of quarantine. So I am doing a little bit of work from home, and then I'm cleaning and I'm doing random stuff around the house, and I'm also playing in makeup and watching tutorials myself on these different techniques and different makeup looks. So this is definitely not a look that I would have chose to do for myself, just because I do like a brighter inner corner. So whenever I saw this, I liked the final look of it, but whenever I started doing it on myself and I started putting dark eyeshadow on the inner corners of my eye, it just totally freaked me out. Like, it's not something that I do. But I really do love the final look. So if you're interested in learning how to achieve this look, keep on watching. And as always, I would love to have you as a subscriber. So click that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified whenever I post new stuff. And as always, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing while you're in quarantine. Are you, doing at-home projects like building flower beds, or are you playing in makeup? Because that's what I'm doing. And I just love hearing from you guys. I'm waiting for the air compressor to go off so you guys don't hear it in the background. So y'all be safe, and let's get on into this eye tutorial. Okay guys, I am so excited to show you this look. I'm going to show you how to do it with these eyeshadows right here, and also our new liquid eyeshadow right here, and this is the color Light Beam. So I have already used my lightest shade to set my concealer to prime my eyes. So next I am going to go in with my transition shade. This is my favorite transition shade. This is Hazelnut. So I'm just picking up a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to work from the outside in. I'm going to come around just below the brow bone and where you can feel your eyeball are, right inside of there. And then I'm going to sweep it in a curve on the outside, and then I'm going to come straight in. So starting out, I kind of just tap the product in, and then I start sweeping motions towards the center. Now I have my transition shade in, so the transition shade just kind of contours your eyelid, and it also kind of sits in the background and brings all the colors, kind of brings them all together and helps them blend. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my next shade, which is the Dusty Rose color. This is the lighter pink color. So for this look here, what it is where you keep the very center of your eyelid bright, and that's where we're going to put the Light Beam, which is the liquid shadow. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look down, and on each side of my iris, or where the white of my eyeball is, I'm going to kind of like tap and make a line to make sure that this is where my pink color stays. So then we're also going to bring that pink color around and just make like a little rainbow over top. also like to bring this color just right above that transition color that we put on there. I want the color to peek through. So in a half moon shape or a half circle shape right here. That way whenever you open your eye, you can see the pop of color that's right above your eyelid. And then we also see in the center that there's nothing there. So now we have that color on. So that is kind of like the transition color into the darker color. Now I'm going to switch over to my Precision Firm Blender brush by Sigma. And I'm picking up the Merlot, which is the deep purple color right here. Now for this, we are going to make our outer V, which is the extension of our bottom lash line going up. And then we come into our crease and make that triangle and fill it in. After we do our outer V, then we are also going to take this dark color and come into the inner corner of the eye. We're going to take this and we're going to tap it right on the inner corner here. And then we are going to sweep it right over top, just like we did the pink. So now that I have it placed, I then like to go in with a bit of a fluffy brush and blend all the harsh lines out. It's a nice and clean brush, so there's no product on it, and we're just going to blend out these edges and smooth them to where it's a nice transition. Blend it out nicely. Once you get that color on, if you feel as though the darker color went over top of any of your pink color, you can easily go back in with that dusty rose color and just put just a tiny bit right in the transition between on the corner or right there on the edge of the purple, and just blend that out. Right like so. So you can see the effect that I have of the darker on the outside, and it's kind of fading into a circle that is nice and bright on the right in the center of the eyelid. Now I'm going to put the purple on the other eye. Now that I have that in place, now I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line, and I'm going to start with the Merlot, and I'm going to do it on like the outer half of my bottom lash line. So here I have a Pro Liner brush, which is a nice flat square end, and I'm just taking this right into the bottom lashes, right inside of that lash line. and I'm connecting right here on that outer corner. In doing these videos and then editing myself, I've learned that I make funny faces while doing makeup, and half the damn time my mouth is hanging open, so I do apologize. But sometimes you just gotta make weird faces in order to get the makeup in the place where you need it to go. Just like this, it's like, weird faces. And using a bit of a fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with the Sigma E27 Detail Blending Brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of that dusty rose color right on the very tip. And I'm just going to do my entire bottom lash line and really just smoke that bottom lash line out. Once I get my bottom lash line smoked out, I do like to kind of bring a little bit of brightness, just because, you know, that's how I am, a little bit of brightness right into the inner corner. So I'm going to pick up my Moonstone, which is a shimmer gold color, and ever so lightly, I have my inner corner shader by Sigma. This is the E46. I am just going to take this and tap it right there at that tear duct, just to give it a little bit of glow right there in that inner corner. Now that that is done, I'm going to pick up my clean blending brush that I had, and I'm going to dip it into my Biscotti, which is my skin tone color, and I'm just going to come up here right at the brow, and if I feel as though I brought my color up too high, this is just going to kind of tone it down a little bit. And then before we get to lashes, we are going to do the liquid shadow right in the center, and this is the halo or the spotlight. So I do have a concealer brush that I'm going to use to put this into place. So the liquid shadows come kind of like a lip gloss. They have a little doe foot applicator. So I'm just going to come right into the center of my eyelid and put some of that right there. And then use my concealer brush to blend it right in the center. Mainly just tapping. I'm not really spreading as in like pulling and dragging. I'm mainly just like tapping it into place, and then on those outer corners or outer edges, just lightly tapping it into place, because then I'm going to go back into the brush that I put the pink on and just kind of like blend those edges. Another way that you can do this eye look is you can do like a cut crease, where you would take and make this a really sharp line transition between the lighter color and the darker color at the top. Cut crease isn't really one of my specialties, so I don't usually do that. So there you have your spotlight glow right there in the center. We'll do the other eye to make it match, of course. All right, and then we're just gonna finish it off with some mascara and lashes. All right, so I threw on my lashes and some mascara. So I did take my Onyx eyeshadow, which is black, and took a small angle brush and kind of just lined right in here on this inner corner lash line, just because the band of the eyelashes is so thick, and it made it appear that I was wearing eyeliner. So in order to make it not look like I'm wearing fake eyelashes, I continued that black line right into the inner corner lash line. This is the final look for Halo or Spotlight eyes. And if you're sitting at home bored and you're wanting to try a new makeup look while you're stuck at home, you can't really go anywhere or do anything, then I would love for you to give this a try, because this is definitely not a look that I would have chose to do for myself, just because I do like the brighter inner corners of my eye. So whenever I did this, yes, it was freaky, but I actually really loved the outcome of it. So as always, I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you enjoy my videos, please click that subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified whenever I post new stuff. And then of course, give me a thumbs up and comment below with what you'd like to see next, or any tips and tricks that you have to achieve this look. Again, thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you next time.